Hello, and welcome to our second episode, which we're recording thirdly
Yeah.
for some fucking reason. Anyways, we are sitting here by candlelight, and well, yeah,
It's a very romantic scene for, as Ali said before we started recording, a very romantic set of movies actually.
yeah, like too romantic, one would say. So, I mean, I'm trying to think of a clever way, but
What
I-
are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
well, let's get to it.
There you go.
Yeah. Usually with Dune and the third episode, which we recorded secondly, we have a baseline idea and then we sort of talk about how both movies are adapted from it. For this one, I don't think we can do that because
I mean,
there are comics,
sure.
I know, there are comics that can be used as the baseline, but generally, there isn't much common in these, like, in terms of source material.
yeah, I guess. So first of all, let's be extremely clear that we are talking about the Suicide Squad. Both the Suicide Squads. Okay, let me rephrase that. We're talking about Suicide Squad and the Suicide Squad. Two films that came in the span of 5 years. Apparently, the second movie is supposed to be a sequel, semi-sequel something.
Standalone sequel.
Whatever that means.
I mean, in games, it usually means that, like, you don't have the main game to play it. No, that's standalone DLC, sorry.
I mean, it's just we'll talk about it, I guess. Yeah, we're enjoying a snack too, so
Yeah, sorry
You-
for the
you can
strange sounds.
you can enjoy a snack too. Just
Yeah.
go buy it yourself. We don't have any money.
If you live in Iran, there's this thing called chipolet, which is very good. It's
Yeah, it is.
vinegar and salt and all that great
Okay.
stuff. So, Suicide Squad. Should we start with 2021 and go to 2016?
No, I think we should start with 26. I think there is. Let me just. When was the first time you actually
Held up.
came on? Yes.
Suicide Squad.
Jesus, why did I say came on? That's so fucking
I mean,
sexual.
the first movie is weirdly sexual. Like, too much.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You're gonna be sort of
eroticism.
surprised when you get to the next episode, which, as we said, we already recorded, because in that one, I'm very sexual. But this movie really kind of made me uncomfortable. Like, do we really need to see that much of Margot Robbie's ass?
Apparently, we did.
Yeah.
Even though we already saw some in Wolf of
Wall
Wall
Street.
Street.
And that was, uncensored ass.
And a lot, much better movie.
Yeah, a much better movie. Who would that? Are you telling me that Martin Scorsese is a better director than David Ayer?
It is very possible.
Don't release the Ayer cut, by the way. Don't give in to the hype.
We are starting a campaign right here, right now. Hashtag don't release the Cut.
Yes.
Because we don't need another one of those fucking movies.
I mean, let's go further. Hashtag take back Skyder cut.
Yep. Maybe one day we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Remove Snyder cut.
I guess we can. Let's start with what the DCEU. I'm, quoting the whole
Yeah.
thing. What the DCEU situation is for you.
I mean, the first. What are the movies? First is Man of Steel. Remember Man of Steel?
Oh God.
Who remembers Man
I
of Steel?
actually genuinely think that's the worst movie of the bunch.
I would have agreed with you if it wasn't for Suicide Squad. And no, to be honest, there are Aquaman. Aquaman was really bad. Anyways, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Dawn of Justice, not Dawn of Justice. Dawn of Justice. Then
We
Wonder
are
Woman.
down on Justice, though.
Down on Justice, yeah. Then Wonder Woman. Then Justice League, because we all know the fourth movie needs to be the big team up.
There's your fifth movie. You forgot these, not these.
Oh
just
yeah,
the
Suicide Squad, yeah. Suicide Squad. Oh,
Someone's dying.
either someone's dying or like there is a. We are sitting in the dark because there's supposedly a power problem.
Yeah, power outage.
It might be because there's like a.
Someone burned their building so they can have some lights.
No, I was trying to say like maybe a power line was cut and that was the firefighters.
Hopefully they'll fix it soon.
Yeah, you don't have to sit in the dark anymore. Then there is Justice League. Then there is Aquaman. Then there is Shazam, the best movie, and
There's Wonder Woman 1984.
1984.
There's Suicide Squad. The
Squad.
Suicide Squad. That's it. Like they're
yeah. Like what else is there? Are we forgetting something? Usually we look this shit up on the computer, but without power, there is no internet.
that is pretty much it as far as
Yeah.
I can tell. Yeah.
Oh, Birds of Prey.
I don't think anyone even. I don't think even Margot Robbie remembers.
I mean, the Suicide Squad completely glosses over it. Like
It does.
yeah. What else is there?
Okay, we need to give some code names or something. Like when we say Suicide Squad, which movie are we talking about?
I mean, let's do the year thing. Suicide Squad 2016, Suicide Squad 2021.
So 16 and 21. Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So, the Suicide Squad 16 was made by David Ayer of some fame.
I think, to be fair, he does have some decent movies. Like the Fury was okay. The movie just before Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Was Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is Training Day his movie? One of his
I don't.
movies? Let me
No,
check.
that's Tony Scott. Training Day is Tony Scott.
Okay, let me check.
No. Man on Fire is Tony Scott.
Man on Fire is Tony Scott.
We need to check what the fuck. David Ayer, what have you done?
What have you done? Okay, so
David Ayer Suicide
Training
Squad.
Day, he wrote the movie.
Oh.
He also wrote the first Fast and Furious.
I mean,
End of Watch
was that good? I don't remember.
the
Fast
first
and-
one?
Yeah, I don't remember it at
It's-
all.
It's whatever. So he did End of Watch, which was not good. You know, the one with Jake Gyllenhaal and
Yeah.
Michael Pena.
Oh my god, he made Bright, which is again not
his
good.
last movie besides the Tax Collector, which I haven't seen,
I haven't seen Tax Collector either.
was Bright, which was a clusterfuck even bigger than Suicide Squad.
Yeah, who would have guessed?
Written by Max Landis, your favorite writer of all
Oh
time.
yeah, the amazingly
Talented.
talented Max Landis. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not ashamed of what I'm going to say. The nearest thing to talent that Max Landis has done in his life is that at some point he was inside the balls of John Landis. That's as close to talent Max Landis has ever come.
You hear that, Max?
Yeah, you hear that, Max, you fucking rapist? Not rapist.
He was more of a
Sexual allegation.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment allegation. And physical abuse, I think. Anyways, a shitter.
Anyways, who cares?
Yeah.
Um,
There's a reason your appearance on Red Letter Media is now unlisted.
it is.
So-
It just really is.
And this is Red Letter Media. They don't give a shit about this stuff. Like, at that point,
They do give a shit, but not in a way that like preaching sort, you know.
yeah. So you must have really fucked up, Max.
Let's talk about Suicide Squad.
Yeah. 16. So
16.
for the
But first, take a break.
before we do though, I want to say Suicide Squad 60 wasn't the first Suicide Squad shit I saw.
I mean, me neither, because there's that Arkham thing,
Yeah, animated one.
which is actually the better of the whole thing.
Yeah. Even though it has my... This is gonna be me at my most hateful. It has one of the people I hate in terms of voice acting.
Who?
Troy Baker.
Why do you hate Troy Baker?
I like some of his stuff. I like when he did Booker Do It in Bioshock Infinite.
Yep.
I know a lot of people like him doing Joe. I haven't played Last of Us, so I don't have any emotional connection to that character.
Hopefully a playthrough.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. First, there is Dark Souls. So, Troy Baker, when he does Joker, I think he's trying to do a very poor imitation of Mark Hamill's Joker, which is something I really don't like, because Mark Hamill is still alive and he can do Joker, and
Yeah, in that particular game and the animation that followed, because so what Ali is talking about is I don't know the exact name of the animation, but it is based on the Arkham universe.
yeah, Escape from Arkham, I think. I might be wrong.
Yeah, and
It's actually kind of funny. Some of the plot points from that animated movie is in the Suicide Squad 2016.
I know.
The Joker dying in a helicopter.
And for whatever reason, for like one game, Mark Hamill couldn't do Joker.
No, they wanted a younger version. It was Arkham Origins.
Yeah, it was Arkham Origins. I don't know. Was it because of that?
Yeah, because they also didn't use Kevin Conroy for Batman because they wanted a younger version.
That's a bit bullshit because voice acting doesn't really have a voice age range.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, Troy Baker basically did a Mark Hamill impression. Like, an impression of a voice acting. And I don't like that because I think we have a lot of Jokers, actors who play Joker, like Jared Leto.
We're going to talk about it one day.
The best one,
hopeful.
Like the ranking is Jared Leto, all the rest.
The ranking is 1 Jared Leto, 2 Jared Leto, 3 Jared, and then the rest.
The best Joker. Did you know he was damaged? Like, did you get it that he was mentally yeah.
It's written on his forehead.
Did you know he was the Joker because ha 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 and
one idea about his Joker that I actually kind of like is the tattoo on the hand thing. When he puts this on his mouth, it's kind of
it would have worked
novel.
better if, first of all, the design of that fucking smile on his hand was better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It looks like a half-eaten watermelon that he puts on his face. Anyways, so before we get that, Troy Baker, I don't think does a good job. There are a lot of good Jokers, but the thing is, all of them are different. When John DiMaggio did Joker for, I want to say Mask of the Red Death, but that Mask of the Red Death is Edgar Allan Poe. The Red Mask.
The Red Mask. Yeah.
The Red Mask.
Yeah.
Under the Red Mask. I remember the name.
Wait.
Under the Red Hood.
Hood.
Yeah. Under the Red Hood. He did like a great job, and he was unique in his style, and that's why I don't like Troy Baker. And also, I don't like him as a person. He's kind of a snobbish asshole, which makes me not like him. He was in that Call of Duty with Kevin Spacey, right?
Yeah, he was the main protagonist.
Yeah,
he voiced him.
He fucking sucked in the interviews for that too. So yeah. Anyways, let's take a break and then we can talk about David Ayer's masterpiece.
This is Katana. She's got my back. She can cut all you in half with one sword stroke, just like mowing the lawn. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Harley Quinn, nice to meet you. Love your perfume. What is that? The stench of death?
And we're back.
So,
What are we?
I mean, let's talk about 16. Oh, I'm. To be honest, we were supposed to record this after we recorded Dune. What I told Mama, I said I need to go and rewatch that.
Yeah.
I need to see. I need to have a better memory of that.
Yeah.
I completely regret my decision.
Of
first
course
of
you
all.
do. To be fair, okay, what we're going to do is shit on a movie that other people have shat on for many
Yeah.
reasons, and there are great videos. I suggest Ralph the Movie Maker and IHE, I Hate Everything's videos on the Suicide Squad movie by David Ayer, and
I also recommend Quinton Reviews. He did a
I
good
didn't
video.
watch that, if I'm honest with you.
And that's a good video too.
I watched it from...
But yeah, it's for those of you. It's been a while. It's been 5 years, which in superhero movie times it's like a decade. But it's as bad as you remember it. It's even worse than you remember it, because to be honest, before that I was like, it wasn't as bad as I remember it, right? Like I'm probably giving it a hard time, because remember at that point I've been to a Justice League and an Aquaman, and I'm like, yeah, this is probably not as bad as I remember. But it is
worse.
It is worse. I honestly had forgotten how much of a mess this movie is, both stylistically, story-wise, character-wise, editing-wise, musically, action.
Oh god, don't talk about that.
Everything in this movie is a fucking... The only good thing... I was gonna say fucking mess. I know I cut myself off. But the good thing is that for some fucking reason, Will Smith has a lot of charm.
I even think his charm doesn't work.
He's criminally miscast, pun intended. But he does, because when he says stuff, I sort of, we in West Philadelphia, born and raised, in the playground is where I spend most of my days. He's the Fresh Prince, dude. I can't get mad at him.
I guess so. I don't know.
And Margot Robbie is sufficiently sexy for, I don't know, nerds.
Look, okay, Suicide Squad was
16. Don't forget.
yeah. We are talking about Suicide Squad 2016. If I want to reference the other one, I just say James Gunn or something. Yeah. Anyway, for me, back at the time, especially at the day, 2000, that movie was supposed to be the make and break for the DC universe, because it was like the third movie, and it was supposed to be darker and grittier, and it was supposed to be so much, a more, how do I say this? A different
It wasn't
approach
supposed to be Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be Zack Snyder. But somehow it turned out to be worse than Zack Snyder's movies,
Yeah.
which is something.
Which is kind of, again, I don't know if this movie is so infamous in its production problems that at some point I don't know where the fault starts and ends. Like, is the fault ending with David Ayer or with DC or with Warner Brothers? Who should we blame for this clusterfuck?
Well, according to Ayer himself, the blame is solely on the editor and the studio, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I don't either. I don't think the movie that was there was good. Again, we got the Zack Snyder cut. Was it really good, people? Was it really... Are you happy that you got the Snyder cut? That's going to be the same with the Ayer cut. So I don't think it's a good movie there. But I think it's basically like a deformed baby, and they cut the hands and legs off and try to straighten them, and then kind of mismatch them, and the end result is so much worse than it could be. I'm sure David Ayer's cut is probably not very good. Probably. It might be the best movie ever, and they just fucked it up that much. I don't know.
But it's watchable.
Yeah, I think it's watchable. It's gonna be coherent.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, like from
It's
the
not gonna have a scene where Harley looks down a staircase and remembers that time Joker throws him off in the acid.
Oh God, where can you even start? Genuinely, I guess we can start with
Synopsis?
yeah.
I don't think anyone.
In contrast to probably what you'll see on Wikipedia, not a lot of things happen in this movie.
Yeah. A bunch of villains are recruited by one Amanda Waller
Yeah.
to stop another villain. That's it.
Yep.
There is,
Practically.
yeah. There is a lot of personal character stuff, but the characters are like so one-dimensional that it doesn't matter. I still don't understand the usage or the relevance of Captain Boomerang.
Katana. This is Katana. She can. I don't know.
She got my back. She's got my back. And yeah, what the fuck was Katana doing there? And Harley, I guess, is there to satisfy bonus.
Young boys.
Yeah, bonus. Will Smith is there because he's
He
charming.
sells.
Yeah,
He sells.
he sells. Rick Flag is there.
Poor old Kinnaman. He's
Yeah.
a good actor.
To be honest, I'm kind of, in retrospect, Rick Flag is like a good character now because of what James Gunn did with him in 2021.
Yeah.
But back then, I don't think he was a good character.
No, honestly, like,
And what else?
look, here's the thing.
Oh, Cara Delevingne doing that.
She literally does nothing.
Yeah, that fucking belly dance thing. And who else is there? Is there Diablo?
Diablo has a semi-arc to his story.
The most useless character. Killer Croc is only there. Oh my god, we kind of forgot. We're talking about an Oscar-winning movie here.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
This is an Oscar-winning movie
Yup.
for makeup, and only because of Killer Croc. And he doesn't do shit in this movie.
I mean, he does swim at in a very funny way.
Oh my god. And this movie is trying so hard to show these characters as quote-unquote cool. They have a lot of cool sounding lines like, yeah, so, water is my home, you're just tourists. That would mean a lot more if we had any fucking idea who the fuck Killer Croc is.
But you don't.
Yeah, you don't.
Uh,
This was a mess, dude. Like,
I think the problem generally is two things with Suicide Squad. Not just David Ayer's Suicide Squad, but with James Gunn, which we're gonna go back to.
yeah.
First of all, you have so many characters. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to give them depth, you basically can't.
Yeah.
Most of the movie you spend your time with Harley and Deadshot.
In Deadshot.
In Ayer's movie. Yeah.
Bloodsport was the other
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that.
one. Yeah.
Most of the time you spend is with those two. The others are just basically scenery, I guess.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they don't even have good characters either. Like, Will Smith is pretty generic. Doing Will Smith shit,
Yeah.
just being himself. Harley is honestly one of the points of interest for me, I guess, in the DC universe.
She's one of the few that originated in the cartoons and sort of got a life from there,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting for me.
And the thing is, I don't think until James Gunn's portrayal, if I'm honest with you, she is utilized correctly. Like,
I mean, I kind of disagree because I kind of like the Harley Quinn animated series?
No, I mean in the live action.
Oh yeah, I mean
Like between all the
Three.
Margot Robbie.
yeah, Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey,
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Harley is.
I don't think she's actually that better that
The problem
utilized
is that
in
Harley
the,
isn't a main character in itself. Like she is okay as a character. There are arcs to her that make her interesting. Her relationship with Joker, but she just isn't interesting enough of a character herself.
which now that you sort of said that, I'm gonna segue into something. The only reason her relationship with Joker is interesting is because we as an audience have a meta knowledge of who Joker is, because the Joker was shown in this movie again doesn't do shit. Yeah, like nothing, literally nothing. Not even, he doesn't do crime right. He doesn't. It's nothing. Like, okay, let's talk about different portrayals of Joker. I know this is live action ones, not animated ones.
Yeah.
You have Jack Nicholson, the Mafia Joker. Oh no, before that, you got Cesar Romero, the Mustachio Joker, which is the fun Joker.
The clown Joker.
Yeah, the clown Joker. Then you have Jack Nicholson, the Mafia Joker.
Yeah.
Then you have Heath Ledger, the pretentious Joker. And then you have Jared Leto, which is supposed to be all of the above.
It's
And
supposed to
he's-
be more like Nicholson, I think.
But he literally says, "You can't love me, I'm an idea," which is
More of a
more of Heath Ledger's thing.
Yeah.
So it's a movie that doesn't know what its Joker wants to be. The only reason we understand who Joker is because we know who Joker is outside of this movie. This universe's Joker, which is the Joker that fought Ben Affleck, Batfleck, hasn't done shit. Why would I care about him? And why would I, in that regard, care about what Harley thinks about him? Because I don't. Okay, let's imagine you make a movie and you put like Queen Elizabeth falling in love with Jack the Ripper, and then like you put Jared Leto as Jack the Ripper, because let's not sully another actor's name because we already have a bad actor's name here. And like we don't see Jack the Ripper throughout the entire movie.
But we constantly suggest that,
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth is in love with Jack.
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth loves Jack the Ripper. Now, if you know who Jack the Ripper is, great. That's actually a very good, interesting idea. But if you don't, the movie really doesn't make sense.
Because you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
about him.
Like the dream that Harley has at the end of the movie, that Joker is a family man. How is that different than the Joker that we saw like 10 seconds ago, where he jumps into a vat of chemicals to save Harley? Like the only thing is you don't like the makeup and the tattoos. Like that's you can remove the makeup and
Laser.
laser off the tattoos. Like that's the only
yeah.
problem with him.
The problem is writing for villains as main characters. That's
Yeah.
the second thing that I think not many movies, not just many, not any movie has done particularly well.
I think, in a sense, the nearest we got, and even that is like an anti-hero, it's Deadpool. Where the hero is such an asshole that it blurs the line of hero and villain.
Yeah, but in the end, Deadpool is shown as a hero.
Yeah.
Like,
I think in that case they need to go back to Western routes. Like, I don't think in the good, the bad, and the ugly, any of these fuckers are the actual hero. In the good isn't really good.
yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's hard. No, I accept. It's hard to write for villains as the main character. I think James Gunn came close to it but even he flopped it. Because the
Yeah,
minute you make these fuckers likable,
they're not villains anymore.
yeah, they're not villains anymore.
I mean, people are gonna suggest, ooh, what about Joker? No, that does not count. By Joker, I mean 2019's Joker.
Oh,
Todd
yeah.
Phillips.
That fucker is literally a hero.
Yeah, that dude's a hero.
Yeah.
That dude's, at least if you say he isn't portrayed as a hero, let me remind you, he is behind the people, people support him, thus he's a hero by the definition of the word.
Yeah.
A menace, you just can't do a particularly good job because Hollywood and restrictions on writing and stuff.
You need to have sympathy for the characters. No, let us go with a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
And we don't like any of them, and we actually sort of root against them. Why not? Let's see what we do. I know it probably will be controversial, but it's better than the Suicide Squad 2016. Let's talk about the villain.
Let's take a break and
Your pep talk? Compared to your shit, she killed it. So that's it? What, we some kind of Suicide Squad? I'll notify your next of kin. Alpha, Bravo team!
And we're back. Enchantress. Okay, let's take another break.
Look, the thing here's the thing about 2016 Suicide. I think I've said that a lot. Here's the thing about it.
Yeah. There are a lot of things about this
There's
movie.
a lot of things.
Even though nothing happens.
The thing is, even if the script was good, the VFX is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like you said Enchantress, the first thing I remember is that fucking CGI wings Cara Delevingne hands at her back.
Also, that movie came at a time where Cara Delevingne was very famous.
Yeah.
Like, what else has she done ever
Nothing.
since then? Yeah, nothing.
She did that Luke Besson failure.
Yeah, Valerian.
Yeah. Valerian.
That was also 2016, I think.
No, that was the year after, 2017. Yeah, I remember I wrote something on that
On the movie.
precious website.
Oh, yeah. The older times.
From a technical even from a technical standpoint, when you look at it, it just doesn't look good. The cinematography, which we
watch our next episode. Listen to our next episode.
Yeah.
We talk about cinematography a lot in that one.
Yeah.
And what a good movie can. And the budget is like, I think
lights are back here.
We have power again. But I think the Green Knight, which is the subject of our next video, next audio,
next part,
next podcast, but we recorded it already, has like a 10th of the budget of Suicide Squad.
Even less. I saw it was around 50 million for Green Knight, and Suicide Squad had 160, which is some.
Yeah, and you couldn't do a good action scene. Like, the action scenes are fucking awful. I can't make out anything that is fucking happening.
The music makes it worse because for whatever reason, Mr. Ayer or whoever we need to blame decided to use famous music from the 80s to stylize in his quotation. Wow.
I mean, Dan Olsen, the Folding Ideas guy, did a great job. Definitely watch that video where he talks about they literally chose the most obvious songs for each sequence. Like, okay, for the Click Rock, I remember this very clearly. For Click Rock, we're going to talk about someone who has been treated as a monster. Fortunate son. It ain't me, I'm the senator's son. No. Yeah, because it's as idiotic as like...
There's no nuance. There's no subtlety. There's there's no there's no love put into it. That's why I believe even if there is an Ayer cut, it's not going to be good because it just isn't there.
The thing is that, to put it mildly, let's imagine you have a character who dies. And if your first choice is Stairway to Heaven, you're not really thinking, are you? You basically are choosing like the songs about heaven. Stairway to Heaven. At least put Highway to Hell. Be creative. Do some. This is a frustrating movie. Like every aspect of it is enraging me because this is a movie, as I said, $160 million, 10 million more than Dune. Am I right?
Yep, 10 or 20.
Yeah, 10 or 20, more than Dune, and this is a movie that couldn't do shit with it, and it sort of makes me mad because, you know, I can make a movie in Iran for like $100. And I can do a better job with my fucking DSLR.
Yeah.
I can put. I have a ring light here, and I can put that in front of a scene and actually
it'll
see
look
the.
1,000 times better than whatever they did in Suicide Squad.
This is this is a very frustrating movie. If
people have talked extensively about this.
I don't think we are adding anything to the discourse.
Probably not. We're just shitting on the movie because we're frustrated with it.
I think again I shouldn't have rewatched it. That's the thing. I really shouldn't have rewatched it because rewatching it just reminded me how much angry I can get at a movie for not being good.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I don't give a shit about Suicide Squad. I don't give a shit about DCU. I barely give a shit about MCU, which is a good one. So, oh my god.
I think we should close off this part soon because...
Yeah. Do you recommend David Ayer's 2016 Suicide Squad?
As a torture device, a thing to... you know what? I just thought of a scenario that this movie might be good for. So you invite your girlfriend.
Ah, okay.
Okay. And you get so fucking bored by the second minute, so your girlfriend, I mean, that she starts kissing you. And you start making out and then presumably banging each other. And that's the only thing that this movie's good for. Like, there's something in the background and you're...
I mean, to be honest, I would be very angry at that point, so I wouldn't do that. So I'm like, she's trying to kiss me. And no, you don't understand. This movie is shit. like, why are they using fucking Fortunate Son? Why is Bohemian Rhapsody in this movie?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Just don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it. It's really not. It's not even worth the curiosity. I say that. A lot of like Aquaman, I can understand why people watched it because there are a couple of cool shots in it.
There are cool ideas, I guess.
Yeah. But in Suicide Squad, there is nothing. There is the only thing good about Suicide Squad is Margot Robbie's ass, and even that.
We're not being misogynistic, by the way. That's
yeah. Basically, that I'm not saying it as like being like the movie treats her like that. Like she's ridiculously sexualized. Insultingly sexualized. I understand the idea behind it, but
for a character that isn't even sexual in nature, like Harley Quinn, especially in the animated show, which she originated.
The old animated show, the Batman the animated show.
She isn't sexualized. She's a very normal human being.
She got more sexualized when she got into the comics, and even that this movie is just insultingly sexualized. Okay, I understand that when she's with Joker and you want to show that they have a crazy BDSM fetish sex party, I understand the sex there, but why do we need to have a lingering shot of her ass when she steals a handbag?
No reason whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for being. Okay. Let's. if you couldn't have guessed, I also don't recommend this movie, except if you want to jerk off. And in that case, watch Wolf of Wall Street, because when you're done coming, you at least have a good movie to go back to.
And she's naked, completely naked.
Yeah,
in the
she's
movie.
completely naked in that movie. And also, as I said, when you've done coming, you actually have a good movie, and you're invested in those characters. Fucking hell.
Let's take a break.
Each member of the team is chosen for his or her own completely unique set of abilities. This is Christopher Smith, known as Peacemaker. In his hands, anything is a deadly weapon. His father was a soldier who trained his son how to kill from the moment he was born.
Are you having a laugh?
What?
You just said each member of the team is chosen for their unique abilities. He does exactly what I do. But better. I always hit my targets dead center.
Hit them more in the center.
You can't hit something more in the center?
I use smaller bullets.
What?
They go inside your bullet holes without even touching the side.
And we're back. Yep.
So after venting that much on a worthless piece of shit,
Yeah. Let's
what
talk
do you
about
think- yeah.
a slightly better piece. Actually, no, that's unfair. I like James Gunn's version a lot more, obviously. I don't think it's the best DCEU movie. For me, that's Shazam. Because Shazam actually was funnier to me.
Yeah, I guess. James Gunn, here's the thing. So let's a little bit of background for those who don't know much about James Gunn.
She did this really indie movie called Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if anyone has watched it, but like,
give it a shot. It's good.
yeah,
Uh,
give it a shot.
I'm not a big fan of the dude. I actually do follow him on Instagram though.
Oh.
He has good movies. He
Yeah.
has bad movies too, obviously. I think the one where he really made it shine was Super with Rainn Wilson.
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen it. It's a really good movie. Like, it's basically his
Magnum opus.
definitely not magnum opus, but his audition for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So sort of what Super 8 was to Star Trek.
Yep.
To put J.J. Abrams in here, because I'm not mad enough already. I need to think about J.J. Abrams.
And based on what he said before the movie was released and stuff like that, this
Super or Suicide Squad?
no Suicide Squad. This was
The Suicide Squad.
yeah
I'm saying.
his Suicide Squad.
His Suicide Squad.
This was the most extensive movie he has done. Like, he had full control. He had everything he wanted to, and he did everything he imagined. I guess
That's kind of sad.
yeah, it is, isn't it? Like,
Because you gave him all he could do, and he just did another Guardians of the Galaxy.
he did an R-rated version of Guardians.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of. I didn't know that. I don't watch as many interviews. I just watch the weird ones. But that's kind of. I mean, I think at the end of the day, Disney gave him already what he wanted.
I guess, I don't know. Maybe the R rating was.
What were you saying?
I don't know. James Gunn and his ambitions.
Oh yeah, James Gunn and his ambitions. I'm sorry, I had seasonal allergies and we sort of had to kind of. Are you really gonna put them in the edit?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay. Anyways, I mean, I think at the end, this is my problem with James Gunn. I think when it comes to superhero movies, he's kind of a one-trick pony.
I agree with that.
Yeah, he does the same exact jokes, like, how funny, family problems, polka dot man, like, mommy issues. I was looking for family issues. Haha, funny, angels splooging on. Oh my god, I hate that line.
Which one?
It looks like a bunch of angels splooging on us, because it's such a idiotic line, and I'm like, you can do better than that.
In terms of comedy, I don't know. Maybe I should have watched Guardians before doing this because I remember a lot of the jokes on Guardians hitting for me. Yet for Suicide Squad, it was hit and miss. Like some of them were really good. Okay, let's start first of all with the positives. This is a lot better than 2016 movie.
I mean, compared to that, this is like Citizen Kane. In that it's actually much better to read about than to watch.
Yeah. Visually, I think the movie is quite
Better.
excellent.
It's actually really good.
There is a certain atmosphere, considering the story takes place in the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's a tropical
setting.
island.
Tropical, yeah. It's Cuba, by the way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Cuba. But and the most important thing, the movie takes place during day.
Yes, it does.
There is light.
No more shitty CGI and darkness trying to hide that shitty CGI.
Like there's shitty CGI, but they sort of embrace it.
Yeah.
Like the scene where Polka Dot Man sees everyone and his mother is kind of looked shitty, but you know
it's kind of funny because it does remind me of being John Malkovich.
Yeah, which is actually a great movie. If you haven't, in the middle of our James Gunn not Guardians. Oh my
Suicide
god,
Squad.
So that was a Freudian slip. Suicide Squad review. Watch Being John Malkovich. That's a great
watch
movie.
most of Charlie Kaufman's movies.
Why not all of them?
For
I haven't seen the last one though.
yeah, people apparently hate some of his work, so I don't know. Maybe you don't like it.
Watch all of them.
Yeah.
Watch adaptation.
Yeah, definitely watch adaptation.
And
Back to James Gunn.
Yeah,
Again,
back to James Gunn.
Visually it's quite good. The acting is really good.
yeah, the acting is
I think
actually really
again the best the best Harley Quinn we've had on the silver screen out of the three movies.
good. Idris Elba is just a great actor in general.
He is. I think he's a lot better. He's basically Will Smith's replacement.
Yeah.
But I think he's also better. He does more. With his
I
role.
mean, the thing is, Will Smith is a charismatic actor. Idris Elba is a good one.
I generally think if he wasn't so old, he would have been a good James Bond. Like
Yeah.
the first, as a first black James Bond, I think he would do an excellent choice.
And who else do we have in that movie?
Joel Kinnaman is good.
Yeah, John Cena is doing his.
John Cena is doing John Cena.
Yeah, which is okay. He's actually probably the
John
replacement.
Cena is technically doing Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think John Cena is actually the replacement for Will Smith. Will Smith.
In that sense, okay.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
Smith. Because my Persian is leaking back in. But I think it's the charismatic actor who does his shtick. It's John Cena. The Ratcatcher. I don't remember the name. She did good. Taika Waititi was in this movie for like 5 seconds for some fucking reason. I really didn't like that scene, to be honest.
So Ratcatcher and her father were supposed to be the heart of the movie, and that's the point of the whole scene.
It's too.
Again, the thing with
It's
this
too
movie,
schmaltzy, you know.
Yeah, I
like
guess.
it's like Oh, do you feel stuff now? And I'm like, no, because you showed us one fucking flashback, and you expect us to sort of have an emotional connection with this character. And again,
so it's Daniela Melchior.
oh, I don't know her, to be honest.
Yeah, she's no.
So, anyways, as I was saying,
Yeah.
and this goes back to our last point, like at the beginning of this podcast, before all the ranting. Aren't these supposed to be fucking villains?
Yeah, that's the thing. They still aren't like the only character that gets close to villainy is John Cena's character.
And that's because he double crosses the fucking other villain.
Yep.
And to be honest, I didn't find King Shark that funny either. Just because
Oh,
I know
think
people
it
are
was
probably
fu- I
gonna
think it
hate
was
me now.
I think the part where he's pointing to the fucking birds.
I understand the idea and the fact that it's Sylvester Stallone doing that. I just, again, this is maybe because I actually really like the Harley Quinn animated show, and in that we have a King Shark who is really, that's really funny to me. Like, I love the King Shark in that, but I think that's my just skewed perspective. I'm willing to compromise on that. I'm not willing to compromise on Ratcatcher's heart of the movie being good, because I don't think it was.
I think that it's a problem you had with Dune. Like, the movie isn't supposed to be let's sympathize for the villains. At least it shouldn't be. It's like, let's go on this grand adventure and enjoy stupid people doing stupid shit.
Yeah, and the thing is, if the movie wants to have a heart, I'm okay with it. But you sort of need to have it. You can't be funny and I don't give a shit about it and say no, but you know, you need to feel stuff here. And I'm like, no, I won't. Because a moment ago you had a joke about angels splooging on us. So, you know, there is a proverb in Persia like قسم حضرت عباس رو باور کنم میدونم خوصو, which means, should I believe your swear to God, the fact that you swear to God, or the tale of the fucking rooster, which do make sense in Persian. Like, there's a story behind it. Do we have to say it?
I mean, if you want to. I don't know the story. I can't remember the story, to be fair.
The thing is, there's this guy who has a rooster. A thief comes and steals the rooster and puts it in his bag.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And runs away. The owner of the rooster finds him and says, you stole my rooster. And the tail of the rooster is out of his bag. So he says, no, I swear to God I haven't. And he says, should I believe you're swearing or the tail of the fucking rooster? And it's like, do you want me to believe you have a heart or your juvenile humor? Which, again, I'm not against. The only thing I do want is a little bit of consistency in tone and a little bit of, to be honest, something new from James Gunn. Because, again, this is a poor man's version of Guardians of the Galaxy.
He did, another positive that I'm gonna mention. The main villain is kind of really funny. Sorrow. It's a novel idea that doesn't get far away from that save the whole world thing, but isn't the fucking beam to the sky, at least. There's that. Though it does come with tonal inconsistency, like they kill people with no fucking remorse whatsoever,
And then
during
at
the
the end,
finale. Yeah.
I was just looking at the stars. Okay, so I get it. Humanity, we are the worst. I get it. But
Are we?
are we? I mean, there's like 100. I know that one of them is a dictator and he was the very bad guy. But what about all the rest?
Yeah, poor people did nothing wrong.
Yeah. And if people want to say that, this is where, it's a adult movie, like it doesn't care about the casualties. It's because it's a movie about the villains and all of that. And I'm saying, yeah, but it would have been fun if the villains were the ones killing. They did that with the camp scene, and that's what I'm saying. James Gunn comes close to that, to the camp scene where they kill a bunch of innocent people, but not far enough. Like, I don't need to feel anything for Idris Elba and the Ratcatcher.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be the fight. The good thing about the animated one is that they're all a bunch of fucking bad people.
That's the hope with, I don't know, did you see the game
announcement?
Yeah.
I know about it. Suicide Squad kills.
I'm going to show you after we record the podcast. Like, I hope they don't go to the sympathy route with that game.
I hope so too. I think writing a team of villains,
it's just not.
It can work.
Maybe
you just need a lot more balls.
Yeah, like the thing with Guardians 2 is that they're likable. They're genuinely likable people, like from Drax and his idiotic
Invisibility.
Yeah, one of the best jokes ever.
Yeah.
To I don't know, the relationship between Star Lord and Gamora, or Groot and Rocket Raccoon.
Even fucking hell, my Persian is
You
really
are
leaky.
tired, dude.
Yeah. Or even Yando.
Yeah, even Yondu and Star
I'm
Lord.
Mary Poppins, y'all. Which is why I think, again, this might be me. I don't remember as much from the Suicide Squad as I do from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Even though I watched the Suicide Squad like last month and watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 like 2017.
Yeah, me too.
Like I remember, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. You just don't understand. I don't know what cheers is. I love that joke.
No, some of the best for that movie. Some of the best parts were for Groot. Like he was trying to arm the bomb.
Yeah.
He was like, "Should I push this? No, don't push that." Yes. I am Groot.
But for Suicide Squad, I remember Angels Pluging because that was in the trailers, and so I knew that they knew that was the good one. I remember Hand. I remember Friends.
Yeah, most of King Shark's was he's redoing some stuff. It doesn't look like it at first. That's the thing. The first time I watched the movie, I watched it like once thoroughly and once like it was in the background. The first time I watched it, I was like, okay, this is actually quite different from Guardians. But the more you think about it, the more you're like, it really isn't. Like it is mostly doing the same things, just with a different color. I guess.
Yeah. And again, to go back to tonal inconsistency, the fact is you want us to think of King Shark as this dumb guy, and then you go and show us like, oh, he's sad because his friends sort of ate him, and I'm like, okay, fucking hell. And you don't explore it's kind of bad when your most explored character is fucking Polka Dot Man. Which I know is supposed to be the joke that he's the most powerful character and nobody cares. And they actually show Calendar Man there too, one of them. I come back at this point. We're gonna like the next Suicide Squad, if James Gunn doesn't, is gonna have like a sympathetic backstory for Condiment King. And for those of you who don't know who is Condiment King, he's a Batman villain. And the name kind of says it all. He has a ketchup gun and a mustard gun. And so, yeah. And he's as effective as you think he is. So, I understand what James Gunn is trying to do. I just want more stuff. I don't want another Guardians of the Galaxy, to be honest. This is why I think Shazam, for me, was the best movie of the DCEU so far, because first of all, I had more genuine laughs from Shazam. I remember the strip club scene.
The what scene?
Strip club.
Oh, right.
Like, the first place you needed to take us out, and you thought of here. Yeah, what do you expect from a 14-year-old kid? And that movie also has this problem. No, but you know, at least I found in Shazam something that I hadn't found in any other movie in MCU or DCU.
I just can't get it into DC, I guess. Like, it's not that I don't like DC, I'm a Marvel fanboy or whatever.
Marvel did it better. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the Arkham games. Like, in that area, definitely DC did a better job until recently with Spider-Man.
There are a lot of people that probably are gonna kill me because I'm saying this, but the matter of the fact is there is a reason DC is banking everything they have on Batman, because all the other characters fucking suck. Please send your hate mails to
No, it is true though. like, whether it's sucking or bad writing or whatever, they just can't do it.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because these characters, I believe, honestly, they do have potential, and Andy Samberg kind of showed it. And
Andy Samberg?
The director of Shazam.
It's not Andy Samberg.
Wait, what is it then?
Andy Samberg is fucking...
Andy Samberg is a comedian.
Yeah, the SNL guy.
Sorry.
Lonely Island.
Alright.
David S. Samberg, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Shazam. Is it
David F. Sam.
David F. Sandberg?
David Samberg kind of showed it.
Yeah.
James Gunn kind of showed it.
Yeah.
I
They
believe,
all kinda did it, though. That's the problem.
I believe they lack a Kevin Feige, if I'm honest. Like, for whatever shit you want to talk on the back of Kevin Feige, he does have a coherent vision for all of his characters and movies and stuff, and he implements them well.
I think they did a DCU was built on a crooked foundation, which is Zack Snyder.
Yeah, fuck sakes.
Fuck Zack Snyder. You shouldn't have DC. Warner, are you listening? You shouldn't have put all of your eggs in the Zack Snyder basket. His style went out of style, pun intended, quite quickly. Like, yeah, he was a really big shot in 2013. He's not a big shot in 2020. So...
not according to some people.
I mean,
go fuck themselves.
I don't want to be ableist, but I'm talking about like people with eyes. So, oh, that's so fucking mean. I don't try to be like a mean asshole, but I can't help it because Zack Snyder fans are so fucking annoying.
They are. They really are.
They're kind of lucky that Weekend Morty fans are even more annoying. So.
I mean, if we're talking about annoying fandoms, we need to have an episode about that. Star Wars is number one. That's a shadow of a doubt. Then it's Rick and Morty, and probably alongside those lines is
Zack Snyder and Nolan fans. Then there are Godard fans. Who are... did we insult French people in this?
Not yet, but you just did.
Yeah, good. And I think Guardian again another Freudian slip. The Suicide Squad. I am happy I watched it. I'm happy they gave James Gunn a lot of money to do whatever the shit he wanted to do. I don't think he knows to do better than this.
Yep.
So that's kind of sad. So like, yeah, this is the best he can do.
Do you think? So the thing with Suicide Squad, I think Gunn did try to change is his script. Like, in contrast to Guardians, which is a pretty linear story, Suicide Squad did try to jump around a lot, branch its story in different directions and stuff like that. Do you think that worked?
No. It was very fun and innovative and creative when Tarantino did it in fucking 1994. Pulp Fiction, for those of you who... Well, no, even before that, Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
It's not a good... And again, Deadpool did it.
Yeah, Deadpool did it.
And Deadpool did it better. Deadpool 1, not the second one. Second one was fairly linear.
I mean, the first one is kind of...
Jumps back and forth a lot.
Yeah, but not in the sense this movie does.
Yeah, I understand, but I think...
I realize what you mean, though.
Yeah, I don't think these are very innovations. I think the innovation came from David F. Sandberg. That, I'm gonna make a funny movie that is a superhero movie.
You know what perfect time this would actually be for? Like, this would be the perfect time for someone to make a good Watchmen movie.
Yeah, but we got the...
You like that movie.
I do. I actually do
Sweet.
I do like the Zack Snyder. It used to be one of my top 100 movies of all time, and it only got removed because Logan was a better movie.
Obviously, it is.
Yeah.
I generally believe we're probably gonna talk about it in the Eternals episode. Yes, we're planning on
Yeah. We're gonna talk about Eternals.
because the whole genre needs a bit of a revitalization.
It's a giant bubble. We've been in this bubble for over a decade now at this point, and I'm feeling incredibly high superhero fatigue. Shang-Chi has just been released legally acquired by us. I don't even think I'm gonna watch it. Like,
I'm gonna watch it because it's Marvel in Europe.
I know I
Yeah.
will, but it's like at this point I'm like, yeah, but I kind of want to watch the 1973 Sir Gawain and the Green Knight first, which is a reference you'll get
Next episode.
next episode. It's the same movie that Michael Wicks did, but yeah. So it's like I have no hype for it, and I'm the guy that used to have hype for Thor 2, Dark World, which is the worst superhero movie ever.
Apparently onto Eternal, so you know.
Yeah. I mean, Eternals can be worse than
Thor was bland though, more than anything. It was
Yeah.
boring.
which is the worst sin a movie can commit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't hate a bad movie. I hate a boring movie. Fuck you, Bellator. No, actually, I actually like some. I like Satan Tango.
If you want to throw that shit at someone, you should throw it at Tarkovsky or something.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Tarkovsky. I actually don't feel. I don't hate him.
Iraj hates him more than
Yeah.
a friend, a mutual friend.
Mutual friend.
But
But so I don't have any hype anymore. There is no hype left in me. The only last bit of hype I had, they literally used, which is Jeremy Irons, which they put in Justice League and in Batman v Superman. And so I'm all hyped out. And the worst fucking thing is, for the Flashpoint, they didn't ask him back.
I mean, there is Michael Keaton in there, so there might be
Yeah,
some...
but Michael Keaton is in apparently everything. He's in Morbius. He's in.
Yeah. I'm genuinely actually waiting for Matt Reeves' Batman. It looks okay.
I'm not, to be honest, because
And
I'm a cynical asshole now. I'm like one of those old guys. And
it's not gonna be as good as
I really do think it's not going to be as good as everyone thinks. Because from what I've seen, it really doesn't show anything. I don't know what people are basing their opinions
like
on. The trailers don't show anything.
like he's saying he's taking a lot from Fincher, and I like Fincher a lot, so there's that.
Remember, Todd Phillips also took a lot from Scorsese.
Yeah.
So that might not be a good thing.
I mean, to be fair though, Matt Reeves is a better director
Yeah,
than
Matt.
Todd Phillips. Like, Todd Phillips is a good comedian. Jesus.
Is he?
The first Hangover is kind of good.
Yeah. But, he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
Anyways, DC, get your shit together. I don't want to hate you. I actually think if you've been a good adversary for fucking Marvel, we might not have had Eternals and a bunch of shitty Disney Plus shows. We could have actually have X-Men by now. But, you're not.
Oh, God, not X-Men.
You're not a good adversary for Disney. Disney has beaten you to a fucking pulp at this point.
Yep. And whoever that denies that fact is just,
Yeah. We are not I'm not a Marvel fanboy. I mean, yeah, Avengers is one of my top 100 movies, the 2012
because
one.
it's good.
Yeah, it's a good movie. But you know what else is in my top 100 movie? The fucking Batman's Burton. The other way. Burton's Batman. Burton's Batman is in my top 100
And by the
movies.
way, Ali also, since he loves Christopher Nolan, he loves the trilogy too.
Yeah, that amazing trilogy. I also love Christian Bale as Batman. I think he was the...
he has the best voice as Batman. No,
Yeah.
let me change that.
and
Because he has the best voice as Batman.
we had the best Gordon. I mean, Gary Oldman was...
Come on, what's wrong with Gary Oldman?
Nothing wrong with Gary Oldman as an idea. There is a lot wrong with Gary Oldman as Jim Gordon.
James Gordon.
When the Gotham TV series has a better Gordon.
Anyways,
Yeah.
back to Suicide Squad because we have veered off.
Yeah, this episode is a mess. I'm sorry for you because you're gonna have to edit it, but
Do you think I edited? No, I just...
just cut out all the
Yeah.
all the pauses. But this episode is a mess.
So,
But-
sorry for that.
I'm not sorry for that. I think this is the nature of these movies. Because honestly, ultimately, the first one is enraging. The second one is just good. And sometimes that is not very good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't make sense, but it does actually, if you think about it.
Because it could be better, let's just say that.
Yeah, it could be better. It could have been something. And right now, I'm not saying it's nothing.
Do you think they make a sequel? By the way?
They will.
They
Because
will?
this one actually sold quite well, didn't it? Oh
No, it didn't.
bombed.
That's the thing, yeah.
Yeah. No, probably they won't.
Like,
And
there is
honestly-
the TV show with John Cena and Peacemaker with Gunn, which Gunn directed a bunch of episodes, but I don't think there's going to be a sequel to this one.
And to be honest, I mean, I probably because, spoiler alert, he dies.
Who?
Peacemaker.
No, he doesn't.
He gets shot.
Yeah, he doesn't. Because there's actually a post-credit scene, and the TV show actually takes place after the movie, not before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't remember a post-credit scene.
There is a post-credit scene.
Did I not watch the post-credit
Probably.
scene? Did I moved past that?
There's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility. But oh no, the Weasel is alive in the post-credit scene.
The Weasel is alive, but John Cena and Peacemaker is alive too.
Oh my god, fucking hell, I don't remember.
That Weasel joke is also really good.
Yeah,
He killed 20 children, probably.
the thing is that, to be honest, and this might be a problem, might not be a problem, I don't really care about the future of any of these characters. Like with all the tries that James Gunn did to get us invested in them, I don't really care about any. I don't care about Bloodsport. I care about Idris Elba.
Yeah, I would love to see Idris Elba more as that character, but
But it's because Idris Elba.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
because-
because I care about Bloodsport or I care about Ratcatcher or care about
King Shark.
King Shark. Yeah, I don't care about. You know what we need? A movie where it's all King Shark and Killer Croc. Like, put the two CG monsters. The Killer Croc isn't CG. It's makeup, right?
Yeah, it was makeup.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Put these two together, and it's like an underwater, and base it off of the Odd Couple. Like they live underwater, and King Shark is like the messy one, and Killer Croc is like the OCD one that needs to keep everything organized.
Okay, DC people, did you just hear this excellent idea
Yeah.
pitch for your new TV show?
Yes.
Straight to HBO Max, by the way.
Oh my god. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to
But
say.
in the end, you do recommend the Suicide Squad.
I do recommend the Suicide Squad. I think definitely watch it. If you're gonna watch a Suicide Squad, watch the Suicide Squad. But more than that, I recommend Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
And 1. Like, it
Yeah,
isn't
1.
as good as 2, but it's...
Yeah, two is
Quite nice.
2 is very well written.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Has the best villain and all of that shit. And yeah, so
Yeah.
do you recommend it?
If you're a comic book fan, yes, but if not, I don't think this is the kind of movie that will change your mind. Comic book movies are shit or something.
So you're basically saying if you miss this one, you're not gonna miss much.
Yeah, but that would be something that I would say for all the DCU movies. Like none of them are really worthwhile. Maybe again, Shazam is okay for one watch and just.
Shazam is a good airport movie.
Yeah, I guess.
Like airplane movie, sorry. Like we watch it in the airplane.
Or airport, just sit down and watch it.
But if you're in an airplane, you need to watch Airplane, the movie, the comedy.
Yep. Airplane exclamation point.
Yes, Airplane exclamation point. That's a great movie. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Anyways, that's the whole thing. I really don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
Oh, and also thank you, James Gunn, for not using a bunch of overused fucking songs. The first songs you.
He has a good taste in music, though, so that helps.
Yeah.
In contrast to Mr. Air.
I want to do this. I know it probably will result in a shitty movie, but I want to do like one DC movie, and I know Zack Snyder would love to do this, but anyone but Zack Snyder. A DC movie that is all Leonard Cohen songs, like every single Leonard Cohen song. Yeah, not the Hallelujah one, not the
Everybody
knows one. That Hallelujah thing was just like it. It was as petty as J.J. Abrams as. That's not how you use a weapon of a Jedi in Rise of Skywalker. Like, the only reason he used Hallelujah in that teaser was because Whedon had used Everybody Knows for his Justice League. So, yeah, I want to... So, like, you have a fight scene, it's Dance Me to the End of Love. You have a sex scene, it's... Dance Me to the End of... It's all Dance Me to the End of Love. Like, no other song.
Yeah.
Or, I was trying to say, like, it's... When a sex scene is democracy. Democracy is coming to the USA. Speaking of coming, don't forget to listen to our next episode, which is the Green Knight,
which is coming too.
Yeah, but it also features coming,
not
as in
Alan
orgasms.
Not Alan Cummings, obviously.
Yeah. Why isn't Alan Cummings in any of this shit?
I don't know. We'll do an episode on Alan Cummings.
Yeah, we need to do an episode on Alan Cummings, who is not coming.
Jesus, this is a mess.
Yeah.
We need to end this.
Yeah. See you all on the next episode. That one actually do listen to it. That one, if this is a mess, that one is really deep actually.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Our magnum opus.
Yeah. For the most part, it's very deep.
Yeah.
And then we get the Sword of the Valiant and,
It all goes to shit. Thanks for watching. See you next time.